Let's take a look at the second normal form of our database, and here we've broken it down into several tables. Now the ISBN has become the primary key, which is a much better unique identifier. The publisher column is simply an integer which refers to the primary key of the new publishers table we've created. The genre similarly has a numeric column there, and the author has been completely removed from the books table. Let's take a look at why. We have the authors down here. The authors have primary key, which is numeric, and the three fields have been shifted into the authors table. If we scroll down a little, we'll see that the bridging table, book authors, allows for the possibility of more than one author writing a book. And the primary key there on the book authors bridging table is book and author. The publishers and genres table have helped us to split the data away from the book table. And here we have an example of inserting some data into the tables in this database. There is one other problem with the table, the books table as it stands, and that is the size column. Now the size column is very useful because it allows us to, at a glance, be able to split all the books in our collection or our library into smaller books, medium-sized books, or great big epic books. However, we're also storing the pages column in the same books table, and the fact that the size of the book in terms of the length of the book is determined essentially by the number of pages means that the size column is basically dependent on the pages column. This breaks one of the principles of the third normal form. So when we look at our final version of the database, we'll see that the size has been removed from the books table. And we simply have down here a sizes table which specifies the different sizes according to a name, and then the lowest number of pages that go to qualify a book for a certain size. If we take a look at the insert statements at the bottom, the final three insert statements, we can see that we've actually entered the brief, regular, and epic along with their definitions, as in the number of pages minimum that go towards categorizing a book as that particular size, are included as data rather than hard-coded into the table. So we've gone through the process of taking the very brief and illogically ordered non-normalized table that made up the database in the first of these text files and taken it all the way to the several table arrangement of the database that fits the third normal form. There are other normal forms, but knowledge of these ones and the general principles behind them will suffice for basic database usage. In the next movie, we're going to look at some optimizations which you can apply to your existing databases or your databases as you're working on them in order to get more performance from your database structure.